Okay, this is a storyline reading. So I'm this gonna be Black History, but this not gonna be, the Black History as far as like Dr. King and all of those people that you know as far as Black History. This is just Black History as far as people who live in today. Anything behind you is Black History. Your life is Black History. My life is Black History. From when I was born to now is my Black History. Is my Black History. Everybody has Black History. Okay? Black History is not just what was said on what you know about back then. As long as you've been living, you are Black History. So I'm getting ready to do one as far as Black History. Hopefully some changes happen as far as any Black History that I saw. Black History I've been seeing since I was alive. As far as racism, as far as people being murdered that look like my skin color, young people being murdered now as women and children and mothers killing their children. All that is Black History for me. All of that is what I call Black History. It's going on right now, but it's history. Every year I'm hearing something. Anything behind me is my history. Okay? Black History to me is not talking about 1960. History for me is everything since I've been alive. For me is my Black History. Anything I endured, anything I experienced, anything I acknowledged and saw, experienced, or whatever. Okay, so let's just see what God bring out as far as this Black History Month. But you got to remember, you black every day. You don't have somebody tell you that, you celebrate Black History in February. No, Black History is every day, because I'm black every day. I don't know about you. I'm black every day. My history is every day. Every day I leave behind is my history. Get my drift. Get my drift. Every day I leave behind is my history. Black History is not February. Black History is every day for me. That's my history. Okay? So I'm talking to anybody like that who knows that your history is every day you leave behind. Your history is not February, where somebody condoned and decided and told you that that's when you celebrate Black History. No, you celebrate Black History when you want to, as far as any people that came before you back then. But as far as you and your life as a person right now, a living person right now, your Black History is any day that you step out of and go into, and it's daylight again. Okay, this is the Brass Love One, Healer Tarot here on YouTube. Let's just see, universe, what you gonna bring out for somebody's Black History. And I don't mean the 60s, okay? I mean right now, okay? So we'll see what God bring out. If God bring out something from the 60s, that's what's going to be on the table. If God don't, it won't. I have no idea. Let's just flow. Let's see what color. Got one? Okay. Let's see what God bring out. It might go into two. I don't know. Let's just flow and see how it goes, okay? So Okay, we have, I don't see the jail card, but I'm wondering if somebody wanted jail. Let's see something for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. So somebody is in a nearby place they familiar with, where you frequent. It could be your job, it could be the rec, it could be the school, it could be college, whatever it might be. Let's go for a minute. Let's see. Let's see if what is it? On the court, somebody going to court. So I'm trying to see what the court. This is the prosecute card. That's all prosecute card. I thought I saw prosecute card. Let's just see something. So we have somebody dealing with something nearby. Here's a prosecute card. I know I saw that. We got court and prosecute. Get the court card out. Someplace, because somebody rose to the occasion to be her or him at their own game, a man or woman rose to the occasion to be somebody at their own game or somebody to that person. Because somebody said, oh, what business is it of you all's, right? Somebody need more vitamin C. So we have right here that it was at nighttime. Somebody was out at night, traveling at night some kind of way. So we have that seemingly God said you're the best. Because you're calming your pain while walking up that line here. So God said somebody showed in their actions that they didn't care nothing about you. And you're doing something judicious and you got deep feelings about it. Because somebody was slipping through the corridors, the alleys, the streets, the hallways, the whatever to get to you. Okay? Because you was at a nearby place up there. So it says right here that you letting your sounds be heard loud and clear to whoever this is or somebody to you. You got to become grown to what God created you to be at birth, right? And not what somebody wants you to be. So you're coping with a defeat of failing though right here. So we have you was anxious or somebody else was anxious. Thoughts spinning in the mind of yours or somebody's at some familiar place. It was a carbon copy of something that you went through before. It's an issue. Okay, but you wanted to free yourself and face the situation. So lights was, or strike that. Newsflash, it was wake up time. You wanted somebody to value you, or you needed to value somebody. Because somebody rose to the cage with the second card to beat you at your own game. To come after you some kind of way, whatever this is. You don't control the outcome, God says, with this situation. You have to be okay with your looks and know that you are beautiful. Okay. So, so we'll go right here and say that you had deep feelings about this thing. You might have a skin disorder, something on the skin. Follow me? So we have right here, so I don't know if it's discrimination up here or what. I don't see no racial cards, I don't think. I don't think I just said that right, so I don't know what's going on. Who is traveling at night? So you let me just see where you at. You uptight, overprotective as far as where you live. So maybe it's a familiar place. Could be apartment building. I'm trying to think of where you at right here. Let's see. Let's see something. You thought things were starting to look good now. Well, God said, do you like the way you really are? I mean, do you really like the way you are? So let's just slow a little bit. Trying to see, because you was going to show that you can build your fortune I mean your future, and cheat on your fortune. Trying to see. Okay, so some kind of way you might work at a or you deal with computers. Maybe you work somewhere with computers. Maybe it's a job. I don't know what it is. We got number 7. Maybe it could have been 7 at night. Somebody caught you off guard. Somebody was cross-dressing. If not cross-dressing, they was acting another way, like mean to you. They changed up on you, anything like that. Or there's cross-dressing. Or they had on just another outfit in general. Whatever this is. Or they're acting like who they wasn't. Or whatever this is with this card. Let me see something. I need to look at this card. It's light green. Okay, let's just say. I don't see really no racial yet, but I'm trying to see. Okay, if you met the person, if you met the person not cross-dressing. Okay, if you met the person not cross-dressing, you don't have to accept the person. So you might have met the person not cross-dressing, and now they cross-dressing and it caught you off guard. Whoever this is at nighttime, maybe somebody at a familiar place over here. So let's just see. I'm trying to see why we got a court card. I gotta hold that for a minute. Let's see something. Okay, this person wanted you to get in your feelings with the person. Okay, put that right there. God said if you don't like things, you gotta do things the right way. Do you hear burdens? If you hear burdens, so we're gonna go this way. Okay, we have your ex is not for you. Ex whoever, ex-friend, ex-partner, ex-boss, ex-anybody, your family member, whoever, but the person feel like nobody perfect. Because the person did something or gonna do something by a certain date. Because the person want to unite it front with you. But God telling you, you are strong. You don't have no mind or crutches. You are a strong person. You don't have to tolerate nobody misusing you and treating you all kind of ways. Because whoever this is got money, a lot of money, or you had to lay down next to him or to her. You had to. So we're going to put it this way. If you got a boss, whoever it is, and they making it way enable for you to have your job, you got to lay down beside them to keep your job. Or it's just a job you doing, period, and you getting paid for it. And that's the kind of job it is, escort or whatever this is. Or you just live with somebody, period, and who you live with, they paying the bills. And that's why this card coming out like that, because you live at the house. And there don't have to be no romance going on. Follow me? Let's go. So we have that whoever was chipping away at you, and you a pioneer, God says, so whoever this is. So we have seemingly something became a mountain between you and whoever this person is. But you need to focus on your journey, God says. The journey God had for you, because you're a pioneer. So we have that you just want to go home again. So some kind of way let me see. Let's see a jail card. Court. That's what I'm. Tension is going to be brewing or did brew or something like that, and death was the last result with you and whoever this person is. Because maybe whoever this is made a move on you or whatever this is. I'm trying to think. They say tension. Hats off to you. You going down Benefit Alley, or the person thought they was going down Benefit Alley. Maybe somebody made a move on you. I'm trying to figure out. That's all. Because it's a tension bird. And that goes with a move being made, because I don't see no other reason. Okay? God says right here that if you needed help, you needed to reach out. Or this person needed to. Because you just want to go home again right now because some kind of way you're going to court. Because it says you're going to be sharing and inviting in a support group, maybe court or whatever this is. Somewhere. Because do you need to prosecute? Knowing him or her does not matter. God says you are the star. So actually, maybe a death didn't come, a real death, tension brewed, and maybe the end came to your relationship, or you got fired from a job, or you moved out of somebody's house, because death could be just any end, okay? So I can take it that way. You want to go home again, sharing in a support group, and that could be the trial, because it's a court card. Yeah, you need to prosecute. So if you got a boss that's flirting with you, or whoever this is, or a roommate, or a landlord, or whoever this is, a cop, or whoever this is, I don't know who it is who's flirting with you. Somebody who got a lot of money though. Do you have to? Yeah, you need to prosecute. It don't matter if you know who this person is. God said you are the star in the light here. And you're going to take this thing to court, looking at reality of it all and realistically. So it's starting off with you in a familiar place. A place you usually frequent. I don't know if it's work or where you at, but you're traveling at night. But somebody, you're going to beat somebody at their own game. Somebody rose to the occasion to beat you at your own game. Somebody saying, what business is it of yours? So maybe somebody asks you what you doing down here, or whatever the person said. You traveling and you at night. You out at night, whatever this is. You the best. Walking a thin line while calming your pain. Or the person going through whatever. Person showing in the person's action that the person don't care nothing about you. I don't see where the person beat you up though. Doing something judicial, deep feelings, loosely, slipping through, coming, picking with you, whoever this is. And if you live with somebody, they sneaking in the off. I mean, if you live with somebody, they sneaking in your room. If it's in the office or something like that, my stomach growling. They sneaking in the office where you work at or whatever this is. You had to become grown to what God wanted you to be at birth. Let your sounds be heard loud and clear. If it's sexual harassment, I don't know what this is. You coping, thoughts spinning in your mind. Here we go again with this, a carbon copy. Maybe somebody floating at work or whoever this is. Face a situation and free yourself and talk because you're not being valued. I don't see no racial cards. It could just be that person got a problem with people who gay, I don't know here. They feel like I ain't gotta let you work here since you that. I don't know. You gotta know that you're beautiful or handsome. You don't control the outcome with things because you got these feelings about this thing because you're overprotective about where you live at or where you work at. Do you really like the way you are? Because you think things are starting to look good now. So maybe when you can't, if you work somewhere or you live with somebody or whatever this is, some kind of way you was one way, but then when they saw you next time, or you saw somebody next time, they was cross-dressing. Because really, the person really want to be who the person is. So the person is looking like the person looking, but when they come back next time, they looking like who they really want to look like. So I'm a female. If I want to dress like a boy and not dress like a boy and I come around you, you might don't like that because you used to what you used to. People seem to think things threaten them for some reason when it has nothing to do with them. What you are like don't have nothing to do with them. Unless it's something that's going to hurt them. If it's not, you're just going to show that you can build your future. Dealing with the computer some kind of ways. was cross-dressing and caught somebody off. Somebody was cross-dressing and it caught you off guard. They wanted you to get into it with your feelings. But God said, if you're not happy with things, do things the right way. Do you have burdens? Because your ex is not for you. So this person right here, if they ain't real cross-dressing, they just acting different, acting mean or whatever. And it could be an ex or lover of yours or whoever this is. I don't know. So I'm not going to go over it all over again, right? So God says that you are strong. So you taking somebody to court. I don't really see the person hands on you. Only thing I can see, it could be sexual harassment. Because I don't really... Sexual harassment with this card. Maybe offering money for you to work somewhere, maybe. But I don't see the person abuse you no kind of way. You want to go home. So if you want to go home, where are you? If an actual death happened, if you took it that way and you killed someone because somebody was making a move on you, you want to go home. That means you're in jail, or you went to jail, or something like that. Sexual, okay, let's see. So give me another one, Lord, for Black History. So this is what is Black History. Black History is anything that happened way before you was born, I was born, during the time you was born. And it continues. It don't stop at back then. With the 60s, the 50s, the 40s. Follow me? Black history is every day for black people. Because if you are 45, you had to be 1 year old at one time. And anything under 45 is your black history. Get my drift. So what I'm putting on the table is black history. Whoever that is right there I just did is a black person. Black history. Get what I'm saying? So let me just do another one. I don't know who it would be for though as far as a sign. I don't know why Capricorn just want to show Capricorn's face. Capricorn. Okay, cut the ties. Somebody gonna cut the ties with their ex. Because ex job or whatever, because you need more money, or ex period because the person want money or whatever. Because your ex was hell-bent on destruction with you. And this is what's going on now. History. Stuff that happened yesterday, last week, last year. This is black history. Something that's happening constantly on an everyday basis. Okay? Not having protection from your father. That allows this man or whoever it is to control and hurt you. Or is your father that's abusing you. Or some man of yours that you had is abusing you, but not having protection from your father makes it where men feel that they can abuse women. And that's what I don't like. When men in the families, men and brothers and whoever they are in the family, uncles, you don't allow no outside man to abuse your women, your niece, your daughter, your child. Get my drift? God is the path I'm walking, the right path. Asking God. Okay, you got to book an appointment because was he really worth it? Some guy you was hooked to that's not treating you right, hell-bent on destruction. Some guy or your daddy, whoever it is, right? This for a woman. God said you better step into your queenship and be the queen God says you is because you deserve respect. And that's what happened on your journey, whoever you are. And that's another black history because this is black history. Right now, today, it's pros and cons, and you don't want no smoke, or you're going to be dealing with a smoke detector. There's somebody in a car that you should not get in a car with that is going to be bad news and trouble. Could cause your demise. Did you hear what I just said? You being molded into what you not, God says. You get in that car, it's going to be bad news with whoever this is. You already know. Whoever you are, you got to start to see what people doing to keep you stuck in a position. Because somebody going to take their best shot to plant their fortune with you. Or you're going to take your best shot to plant your fortune. Figure like, if I get in the car and I get into whatever this is, right? It's romance in it. I'm letting you know now because here's the card right here. The mold and mean is romance. I already know with this card that this romance is pros and cons of pain and you're trying to plan a fortune. So I already know it's romance up in that thing. Look, because you're adorable. Right? You want to plant your best shot yourself. You want to plant your fortune. Take your best shot and get in that car. And God says bad news. Don't get in. Because you got to see what others is doing to keep you stuck in a position where you don't grow, you don't prosper. You being different means you just stand out. Right? And you're adorable, God says, right? Because whoever this is banking on you. You easy and they banking on you. You want money, they want money. But God says pros and cons with the first card. Now that's history. That's what's going on an everyday basis. Last year's history. Follow me? Black people history is every day. Follow me? Every day that passed you by is your history. Every hour that passed you by is your history. You're not designated to February. Your history is your history. So February is for the history that is in the history books, I guess, and all of that, right? But your black history is every day, right? Somebody banking on it. 112, 121, banking on you. To share some time with you. Because maybe they was roping themselves off from you. Or you was. Because it's going to be a transport of some kind of drug or infection with you, right? With this person. But God says that you're knowledgeable, whoever you are. And you need to put your name on a slot, lottery ticket, or job. You sticking around fire, God said, with no nonsense lessons. Because you got to see what people are doing to keep you stuck. And God says that you're not innocent in this thing. God is already saying you're not innocent. She knows the truth. She's not innocent in it all. You're not innocent. You're on the battlefield. Well, you're going to be once you get in that car. Because if you're transporting drugs with somebody to make money, and God telling you right here, you better go get a job or get you a lottery ticket or put your name on the slots and leave that mess alone. You're gonna be on a battlefield. God telling you, you better start focusing on your own self, because whoever is molding you to sell drugs, take drugs, or have romance, or whatever they're trying to do with you. And God telling you what to do right here. If you want money, you better go get money the right way. You could be 37. We're dealing with 7 and a 3, birthday, or whatever it could be, court date, or whatever this is, or date, period. So we got things starting to change. You need things to change, or you might thought things were starting to change because you go on in this car to make money. But if you do what God tell you, this is going to be accurate in a good way. Follow me? So we have right here, wearing certain kind of clothes did it. And that is make the people think that they can call you in a car, or you take drugs or whatever, or they can give you money for romance or whatever's going on. If you know him or her, should you tell? Because here's the I don't see anything with nobody killing nobody up here. That's a good thing. We don't want that, because this is a death card, but also is a card when you get your life together. So God gonna say well done to you, because you're going to go back to your soul in a good way. And that means get a job, the right kind of job God wants you to get. And stop sticking around no nonsense lessons. Because you're going to be on the battlefield with selling drugs up here, or selling your body, or what else? Selling drugs, taking drugs. Any of that I name, because you're wearing certain kind of clothes, so they go with romance. Follow me? Now this is black history. All this black history. This is black history. All this black history. This is an everyday occurrence for black people. Every day. Okay? So, black history. I'm letting anybody know. Black history is not designated to February. Every day is my history. Every day I leave behind is my history. And people I know and things that's happening in this world is history to me. Black history is just not the civil rights movement. It's just not slavery. It's just not the Black Panthers or whatever it is. That's just not black history. That's black history in its time. right? So that's Black history. But ever since I've been living, it's been Black history happening. Whatever been happening is history for me, because it's left behind. All this stuff I experienced and passed by, and things been happening since I've been here on this earth. Get my drift? So you don't get to tell me that Black history is only February. As far as Dr. King and all of those special people, yeah. If people want to just, but I don't think they should just actually think about those people just in February. I think you should think about them on a regular basis, because if they really important to us, I think we should think about them on a regular basis, not on some designated month that somebody then came up with and said, oh, what is your month? You can celebrate that, or you can think about that, or whatever. No, you don't get to tell me when I can think about Dr. King or anything. I got Dr. King up my front room upstairs. Anytime I look at a picture, I think about Dr. King because it's up there. I got Dr. King book right in my dining room up there, but I don't know how many pages to it sitting upstairs. They're sitting upstairs right in my dining room. So you don't get to tell me that February the only time I can think about Dr. King, because when I look at Dr. King book sitting up there and Dr. King on my wall, I think about Dr. King whenever I look at the picture. See what I'm saying? Malcolm X up there in my front room. Anytime. Nelson Mandela in my front room. Get what I'm saying? Tupac in my front room. Get what I'm saying? On a picture. So it ain't like it got to be some certain month that you're going to tell me that I can celebrate Black history, because I celebrate Black history whenever I look at whenever I look at it and think about it. If I see some slavery movie today, or last month or whenever, that's going to bring me back to some kind of piece of history that happened with people that look like me. Follow me? So don't just think it's Black people that just during those times is your Black history, because that's part of your Black history. But since you've been born, you've been creating history. You and everybody who look like you. Get my drift? Everybody who done good things since then that you don't hear about, that don't make it to the history books, that don't make it to the newspaper or the computer to hear all the good stuff that's been happening. It's been a lot of Black history since then, because anything is your history that's behind you. But as far as certain people with certain things going on, it's different people that you haven't even heard of, because it's just been swept under the rug, because it just hasn't been put out there where everybody can see. Like the young man who saved 3 people. All kind of good things be going on, a Black young teenager. But there's a lot of things been going on good that's happening. That's what you call history. Right? Or just history in general, everything that happens to you that's behind you. Follow me? Okay, universe, is this it for the Black history, or is there something else? Because I put on that time Black history, all of these Black history is all these shootings that's happening, people killing their children, people killing, all that's Black history. That ain't nothing that happened. That ain't nothing that's happening in the future. That's something that happened that passed by and currently happening now. Anything behind you is history. All that's history. All this negative, all the good, all the bad, all the ugly, all of this stuff is history. And you cannot eliminate that when you talk about Black history. All of that is Black history. You can't just take a circle full of people and you say that's just Black history. No, Black history is all of us. All of us are Black history. All of us and everything we went through is Black history. As long as I'm Black, as long as I'm living, I create history. Get what I'm saying? Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. And everybody else who look like me. Okay? So I'm not designated to February and somebody tell me, oh, February you can celebrate. Well, that's by law, whoever that is that came up with that and telling people what they can do and what they can celebrate or whatever. But I don't hear nobody telling me how to celebrate, because I celebrate what I want to celebrate, and I don't if I don't. But when it comes down to Black History, month, I understand he put that on the calendar because people can get off work or whatever they be saying, stuff like that. Okay then. But as far as majority of people, you shouldn't look at February is the only time you can celebrate people who look like you. You're supposed to be able to celebrate people that look like you on an everyday basis. Because people that look like you every day, that create history, whatever it is, good or bad or whatever happens, do all kind of good stuff that you hear nothing about, that don't get put in the newspapers and everywhere else. It just be pushed to the side. And you got to pull it out of the woodwork and bring it up there so you can see it. So you can see that's your history too. Okay, one more for Black History Universe. So we have right here that somebody is digging up information on you, walking all over you. National. Number 14, you could be 41. You're dealing with a jackal. You're educated, God says, but don't be a fool. You're going to be dealing with a total community of people, whoever they are, work, community, or whoever, your job or whatever. You and your feelings about this thing. Glance at the moon. Because we have somebody who, you the common denominator in this thing, but if you change your identity, it won't work with your twin. Whatever, go trans, sex change, or just clash. Your guy, your boss, whoever it is, your siblings or whoever it is, it won't work with somebody if you do some kind of change. You follow me? Okay, so some revamping had to happen in your life or this person's, right? Where you got to do things all night, all day, or whatever to change it up. Okay, so we have right here that you're going to have to go in some kind of counseling, support group, or lawyer's office, or whatever this is. You or somebody you know, take out what it is. Because somebody got to make arrangements to get out of this camp, get out of this job, get out of this meeting, get out of some group of people you around, whoever it is, you or somebody, because somebody was making money the wrong ways. Follow me? Gonna look somebody straight in the eye, or you need to have eye-to-eye contact, no biting your tongue unless somebody knows, nope, you're not gonna be making money the wrong way, that way, or whatever this is. Somebody gonna have to surrender and apologize as far as something as far as you. Number 12, so we got a 3, we got a Kingster right there. Somebody wanted to be the Kingster, wanted to be in charge, wanted to supersize. Whoever this is, death is the death of anything that did not serve you or this person, right? A relations of anything that kills your emotion or this person. Hope and emotions, death had to come to it, a real death or just an end. Somebody who wanted to supersize and be the Kingster, and okay, we have fussing between you and somebody. So we have right here, ducking won't help you because somebody good and hot with you, whoever it is. 40 words, whoever this is. So it says stuff was being ran up, a lot of money was spent, but somebody is in detention time or going to be feeling detention time because whoever was marveling at the gate and loving it, doing something against you. Got a smooth trinket though. Okay, so it says right here that you or this person shouldn't let your emotions stop you from going to another place, because somebody going to another place, a money pusher of money, somebody who love money. We got number 7 again. It was joint custody. Somebody wants you to be courteous and have joint custody, be friends or get married, or joint custody as far as kids or whatever this is. Care or whatever. Never stop wanting the best out of love, God says, because you knowing that you have to love you first. Because somebody wants you to desire him or her. But God said, don't even waste your time with whoever this is. Okay, this don't even go over here. Why is this card here? This is a love card. Okay, how do love cards end up in here, Lord? There's a love card too. You probably say, I just stopped in the middle because there's a love card. No wonder what. Why is this card in here? Let's see something. Yeah, these love cards Don't waste your time. I'm going to say them anyway since they're in here. Because God's saying right here, do it even matter? Because you want to know if your ex love you. See these love cards right here. Boy, let me just move them. I need to move them now. Okay, let's flow. Because this person was feeling the person's time abusing you some kind of way. Want to know, did you do it or will you do it in a situation? Or somebody might be asking the person, did they do it? Okay. No more trying to impress you. The person ain't want to impress you no more, or you not trying to impress. So we got change of address 2 times. So we got really three place. Somebody's getting some kind of moving taking place. Because this is a moving card and this is a moving card. Not knowing where the person going to move to, live at, or you. Changing of address. Somebody wanted somebody to be loyal. Somebody looking at what helped them up in their life, or you. Pinpointed the action that need to be taken. Because somebody was competing with somebody in business and it was cruddy. Okay? Somebody, God said, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Because somebody's saying, I'm scared. You can call somebody. Now do it. You need to call somebody, whoever it is. Okay? Chew on it for me. Somebody wants you to think about something, but you heard something before. Okay? Somebody rallying, fussing, complaining, talking about something. And here the last card for whoever this one is. Because we got to take this as a looking. Somebody need a basic prayer and straight. It's not raisins and lollipops, because it's jumping out to, it's wake up time. Time to continue your life. Okay? So we have right here that somebody was living a plantation way of living. Life was falling apart. So yeah, a money lover. Need more love, time, money, clothing, or food. Whoever this is. So this is somebody else too. This history too. Somebody's history. Last month history. Last year history. 2 months ago history. Whatever it is. Get my dress. It could be the same day. It could have happened this morning. This storyline. History. Get what I'm saying? Okay, this is the bracelet one. So Lord, I don't know. I don't know as far as no signs. I have no idea. I have no idea what the signs. I don't know. Something will come to me, or it just won't be nice. I don't know. Okay, this is the bracelet one.